Materials. The materials included in the test package are Stimulus Cards Book Short Form, Test Manual, Record Booklet, and Short Form Record Booklet. The Boston naming test is also needed. Case history: Patricia Heisenberg, 2 Queens Road, Kingston, New York. Date of birth: April 24, 1939. 74 years old. Patricia has 3 children and 2 grandchildren. Her husband Arthur passed away in March of 2010, and she moved in with her daughter Dana and her family, husband John, daughter Daisy, age 6, and son Robert, age 4, in June of 2010. Her 2 sons, William and Arthur Jr., visit bi-monthly. Patricia worked as a nurse at Vassar Brother Medical Center until the age of 60 and has been relatively healthy her whole life. Patricia experienced a cerebral vascular accident on August 14, 2013, and has been presenting signs of Broca's aphasia and slight anomia since. Post-CVA, Patricia exhibited signs of right hemiparesis, which has improved due to weekly physical therapy and is aided by the use of a cane. After spending 4 weeks at the Northeast Center for Special Care, Patricia was discharged and advised to see speech and physical therapists regularly. A magnetic resonance image shows that the site of lesion is located at Broca's area of the frontal lobe in the left hemisphere of the brain. Patricia shows signs of facial weakness, which contributes to her impaired articulatory ability. Reason for testing: Patricia has become increasingly frustrated that she cannot communicate with her friends and family. After she retired, Patricia became more social, and since her CVA, she has not been able to carry on with her friends in person or on the telephone as she used to. Patricia is stronger receptively, so she is completely aware of her weakness, which is hard for her and has caused her to experience bouts of depression. Patricia is embarrassed by her speech and is losing her sense of pride. Patricia has very limited verbal output and is disfluent at times. Poor breath support causes Patricia to have very quiet and sometimes unintelligible utterances. Why the Bdae? The Bdae produces scores that correlate with specific forms of aphasia. This test is extremely comprehensive and examines the strengths of different modalities. Patricia has been affected mostly by her inability to have fluent conversations, and the Bdae has specific rating scale for conversational speech, which looks at 8 features of normal expiratory speech. These features include articulatory agility, phrase length, grammatical form, medaic line, paraphrasia in running speech, word finding relative to fluency, sentence repetition, and auditory comprehension. The short form was administered to Patricia in order to take full advantage of the whole session, since the extended form can take up to an hour and a half.
Hi Patricia, my name is Skylar White and I'm a licensed speech pathologist, and we're going to be testing your language today, your speech.
Conversational and expository speech. Simple social responses, a guided inventory of everyday expressions.
How are you today?
Good.
Have you ever been here before?
No.
Do you think we can help you here?
Yeah.
Do you think you can make any more progress?
I'd want.
When are you going to be leaving here?
Free conversation about topics at hand, such as the patient's illness, his or her work history, family, etc. No verbal cues used.
What kind of work were you doing before you became ill?
I'm phones. Phone
secretary?
Yeah.
And tell me what happened to bring you here.
Picture description. Presentation of the cookie theft picture.
Tell me everything you see going on in this picture.
Sink, spill. Steal cookies. That. Drawing. Dish.
Auditory comprehension. Word comprehension. Single word and word by categories comprehension.
Show me your shoulder. Good. Show me your cheek. Good. Point to the candle. Good. Point to the bear.
Commands. Requires patient to deal with increasing amounts of information in a single message.
Point to the ceiling, then point to the floor. Put the pencil on top of the card and then put it back. Good. Tap each shoulder twice with 2 fingers, keeping your eyes shut.
Complex ideational material. Requires understanding and ability to express agreement or disagreement concerning factual material.
Will a cork sink in water? Can you use a hammer to pound nails? Will a stone sink in water? Is a hammer good for cutting wood?
Oral expression. Automatized sequences. Patient recites each of the series.
In the days of the week.
Today. Tuesday. Wednesday.
Repetition. Tested at the one-word level and at the sentence level with increasing length.
Repeat each word after me. Brown.
Brown.
Chair.
Chair.
What?
What?
Repeat each sentence after me. Father comes home.
Father comes home.
Naming. Initial test of responsive naming followed by Boston naming test and a screening for naming words in special categories.
What do we tell time with? Good. What do you do with a razor?
Cut.
What do you do with soap?
Wash.
Name what I point to.
E.
Reading. Basic symbol recognition. Tests of letter and number recognition.
Point to the letter in bold, shown in the row underneath it. Good. Point to the number 5.
Word identification. Matching words to pictures and lexical decision.
Point to the name of the item that I'm pointing to.
Oral reading. Ability to read words out loud and word recognition.
Read the words one at a time from the card.
Share. Circle.
Reading comprehension.
These are some examples of sentences where you have to fill in the blank. These are examples, and the next page has the real questions. Water is
Wet. Children play. Ball.
good.
Writing. The writing subtests includes mechanics of writing, basic encoding skills, written picture naming, and narrative writing. Scoring. The subtest score summary profile provides a visual profile of performance on each of the subtests grouped by domain of function. This summary profile, along with the rating scale of speech characteristics, provides a comprehensive summary of the levels and type of aphasia impairment. This profile is generated by making a circle over the subtest score on each listed subtest. Connecting these points will make the profile easier to visualize. The profile displays the raw scores on each line, spaced so that each score falls under its corresponding percentile value.